part 3 in our pillar of strategy and growth. And that is looking for opportunities. Yes, it is possible to grow during COVID-19. When I went into this, thought, oh dear, how do we cut down the budget? How do we make sure that everything is tightened up, batten down the hatches, kind of all hunker down? And then I remember a phrase that I often use on the radio programs that I've been doing over many years. And I used to say this: when the going gets tough, the tough go marketing and the weak hide behind their computers. And the reason I say that is because there's always a market. There are always opportunities. We know here in South Africa, when we had our water crisis down here in Cape Town, where we live, that we were always waiting for day zero. Were we ever going to be able to make money if there was no water? And so people were losing their businesses. People with, for example, irrigation and landscaping businesses, etc., were having a terrible time. And who made money hand over fist? The people selling water tanks, the people selling boreholes. They are probably still sailing yachts somewhere out in the Mediterranean. There are always opportunities in the midst of a dark time. They're just different opportunities. They dressed differently. And sometimes we've got to change our lens and move to another angle and look at it from there. I have a number of clients that have just been so agile in the way that they've looked at opportunities. And again, this is in the mind. Don't use a past-based reference point to look for opportunities into the future. Things are going to change. And when they do, you need to be at the front of the queue. So I'm working with a client, for example, who had a very narrow focus of business, and they provided an amazing set of products to this narrow focus area. And I did a session with them and said, how many other sectors could actually benefit from your same product offering if you just tweaked it a bit? And we did an exercise, and we found out that from the one sector, they identified an additional 9 sectors. And then we identified at least 10 opportunities per sector. That was 90 opportunities that they came up with if they just looked at the same offering presented to different sectors. So that gave them 90 opportunities they didn't have. And now their business is very grateful because they're starting to move into those opportunities, and they can provide the same excellence that they've been doing in the current sector. Sit down with your dream team, sit down with your imagination team, your team that does the creativity, and say, what are the top 5 opportunities that are out there, the 5 opportunities that we are not looking for right now? You'll be amazed to see what you come up with. Then be bold to go out and sell your services there, and don't believe that they won't buy from you because it's COVID-19. Many people still have money, and many people still want value-added services.